Have you ever loved someone so deeply that the thought of leaving them felt impossible? Yet here I am, standing at the edge of that very moment, knowing the goodbye I never wanted has finally reached us. I know you love me. I feel it in the way you look at me, in the silence between your words, in the weight of your presence. And believe me, I love you too. But sometimes love isn't enough to keep two hearts together. Sometimes love itself becomes the reason we must let go. Wait, don't turn away just yet, because you might think you know where this is going, but trust me, you don't. This isn't the usual story of walking away. It's the story of why, and that why will pull you deeper. The more I reveal. You see, when two people love each other, the world assumes they'll last forever. But what happens when forever feels like it's breaking under the weight of truth? What happens when holding on hurts more than letting go? That's where we are. That's where I am right now, with you. Let me ask you something. Have you ever held on to someone so tightly only to realize your grip was slowly suffocating the very thing you were trying to protect? That's how I feel. And as much as it breaks me, I know the kindest thing I can do for us both is to release you. But here's the twist. The goodbye I'm speaking about isn't just about leaving, it's about transformation. Because sometimes goodbye isn't an end, it's the doorway to something neither of us could see while we were standing in the middle of love's fire. What if I told you that saying goodbye doesn't mean I'll stop carrying you inside me? What if I told you that no matter how far I go, a part of me will always belong to you? Would that make this easier, or would it only make it harder? Listen closely, because the truth is, this isn't goodbye in the way people usually think. It's not cold, it's not angry, it's not empty, it's tender, it's heavy. It's filled with the love we shared, but also the wisdom to know that love sometimes has to step aside so we can both breathe again. And yet, I can't shake the thought, what if this goodbye isn't permanent? What if life has a way of circling us back to each other when we least expect it? Would we recognize each other again? Would we still feel the same, or would we be strangers wearing familiar hearts? Baby, before you think this is just another goodbye, let me tell you something that might change how you see everything. This goodbye isn't born out of anger or betrayal or lack of love. It's born out of too much love. Love that's so strong it hurts. Love that pushes me to do what feels impossible. Because deep inside, I know it's the right thing for us. Do you feel that weight, that conflict between holding on and letting go, between desire and reality? That's exactly where my heart is living right now. And it's tearing me apart in ways words can barely explain. Because what I'm about to say might shock you. Even though I'm saying goodbye, I'm not leaving you behind. You'll live inside me in ways you can't imagine. The sound of your laugh will echo in my quietest nights. The warmth of your touch will haunt me when the world feels cold. And the memory of your love will follow me like a shadow I can't escape. But baby, the truth is, we've reached a place where love alone can't hold us together anymore. We need peace, we need freedom, we need space to grow separately. And as hard as it is to admit, sometimes the bravest act of love is letting go, even when every fiber of your being wants to stay. Have you ever noticed how the most painful decisions often carry the deepest lessons? That's what this goodbye is. It's not just an ending. It's a lesson written in heartbreak, a lesson about strength, sacrifice, and learning to walk away when your heart begs you to stay. What if this goodbye isn't about losing us at all? What if it's about giving us both the chance to become the people we're meant to be, so that maybe someday, if life allows, we meet again as stronger, freer versions of ourselves. Baby, I know you love me. I feel it even now. And I love you too, more than words can carry. But love isn't always about possession. Sometimes it's about release. Sometimes it's about setting each other free, even when it hurts more than anything else. And I can already hear the question in your mind. Will this goodbye last forever? The truth is, I don't know. And maybe that's what makes this moment so heavy, so unforgettable. Because this isn't just the end of a chapter. It's the kind of goodbye that rewrites the whole story. Baby, have you ever noticed how the hardest goodbyes are the ones that don't come with anger, but with love still burning inside? That's what makes this so heavy. Because I'm not walking away from hate. I'm walking away while my heart is still reaching for you. Imagine the weight of holding someone's hand so tightly, knowing that any second you'll have to let it go. That's me, right now. Holding on, trembling, wishing time would stop, but knowing I can't fight what's already here. I keep asking myself, why do I have to say goodbye when I still feel everything? Why can't love itself be enough to protect us from this moment? But then I realize love doesn't erase differences. Love doesn't fix the cracks we try to hide. Love doesn't always mean forever, even when it feels like it should. And baby, here's something I've never said out loud. This goodbye isn't about not wanting you. It's about needing to protect both of us from the pain we'd face if we kept pretending. Because deep down we both know staying together now would only break us further, piece by piece, until we'd be left with nothing but resentment. But here's the twist. Do you feel it? This isn't just sadness. It's also clarity. It's the kind of clarity that only comes when your heart is breaking wide open, forcing you to see what you've been avoiding. And what I see is this. Goodbye doesn't have to mean we failed. It can mean we loved so deeply that we refused to destroy each other by holding on too long. Baby, I know this hurts. I know it feels unbearable. But sometimes the most painful path is the one that leads to healing. And as much as I want to stay wrapped in your love, I know this goodbye might be the only way we both survive with our hearts still alive. What if this goodbye isn't the closing of our story, but the pause before something neither of us can imagine yet? What if letting go now is the very thing that saves us later? That thought keeps me torn, keeps me wondering, keeps me caught between despair and hope. So listen closely, baby. This goodbye isn't about forgetting you. It's about carrying you differently, from beside me to within me, from a love I hold in my arms to a love I keep in my soul. Baby, the thought of tomorrow without you beside me feels unreal. I keep imagining the silence, the empty space where your laughter should be, the absence of your voice in the moments I'll need it most. That's what makes this goodbye so heavy. It's not just losing you, it's losing the little pieces of my life that you've filled. Have you ever realized how much someone becomes a part of your rhythm? The way their presence times your heartbeat, the way their words guide your choices, the way their love colors the world around you. That's what I'm terrified of losing. Not just you, but the version of me that only exists when you're here. Baby, this isn't just about love fading. It hasn't. It's about life forcing us to step into a chapter we never wanted to write. And I keep asking myself, how do I carry on without looking back every second? How do I keep walking when every step feels like betrayal to the love I still hold? But here's something I need you to know. Even in this goodbye, I'm not angry. I'm not bitter. I'm grateful. Grateful for every moment you gave me, for every piece of yourself you shared, for every way you changed me. And that's the truth I'll carry. even after our paths separate. And yet, here's the twist that pulls me back. What if goodbye doesn't last forever? What if time, in its strange way, heals what's broken and circles us back to each other? The idea both comforts me and breaks me because I don't know if I should hope for it or let it go. Do you feel it too? That ache of knowing we can't stay, yet the fear of not knowing who we'll be without each other. That's the battle tearing me apart inside. Because goodbye doesn't just mean losing us. It means losing the future I thought was certain. Baby, I'm scared. I'm scared of waking up and reaching for you, only to find empty air. I'm scared of walking through life without the safety of your presence. But even in my fear, I know this goodbye is necessary, because staying would only trap us in a love that no longer has room to grow. What if, in saying goodbye, we're not really ending anything? What if we're planting the seed of something greater, something we can't yet see? That's the only thought giving me strength right now. The idea that goodbye could also mean rebirth. You love me. I know you do. Your eyes have told me that story more times than your words ever could. Every little glance, every silent pause, every smile that stayed longer than it should. Those were the pieces of your heart, quietly reaching for mine. And I felt them. I carried them. I believed in them. But now comes the part I never thought I'd say. The part that twists inside my chest like a knife I don't want to hold. It's time to say goodbye. Wait. Don't turn away yet. Don't think this is only sadness. Because hidden inside this goodbye is something you may not expect. There's truth here. There's meaning here. There's love here. Even if it doesn't sound like it right now. Do you remember the way we promised each other forever?